Good day everyone! In this video, we will be talking about simple annuity, specifically finding the future value. Before we go on with the sample problems, let us define first the following terminologies that we need to understand. Annuity is a sequence of payments made at equal fixed intervals or periods of time. Payment interval is the time between successive payments. Simple annuity is an annuity where the payment interval is the same as the interest period. Term of an annuity, represented by T, is the time between the first payment interval and last payment interval. Regular or periodic payment, which is represented by R, is the amount of each payment. Amount or the future value of an annuity, represented by F, is the sum of future values of all the payments to be made during the entire term of the annuity. And finally, the present value of an annuity, which is represented by P, is the sum of present values of all the payments to be made during the entire term of the annuity. Since we have now defined the important terminologies to be used in this discussion, let me now present to you the formula in finding the future value of an annuity. The amount of an annuity immediate is given by F is equal to R sub S sub N, which is equal to the formula R times 1 plus J quantity raised to N minus 1 all over J, where R is the regular payment, J is the interest rate per period, and N is the number of payments. Let us try to use this formula in solving some of the problems involving annuity. For the first problem, suppose Mrs. Remoto would like to save 3,000 pesos at the end of each month for 6 months in a fund that gives 9% compounded monthly. How much is the amount or future value of her savings after 6 months? By illustration, we can actually represent the payments of Mrs. Remoto like this. Remember that the annuity follows the concept of compound interest. Therefore, for the first payment, notice that the value of the payment will become 3,000 quantity 1 plus 0.0075 raised to 5. The second payment will amount to 3,000 quantity 1 plus 0.0075 raised to 4. The third payment will amount to 3,000 quantity 1 plus 0.0075 raised to 3. The fourth payment will amount to 3,000 quantity 1 plus 0.0075 raised to 2. The fifth payment will amount to 3,000 quantity 1 plus 0.0075. And finally, the sixth payment will amount to 3,000. To determine its future value, we can simply add all these values here, giving us with 18,340.89. Therefore, the savings of Mrs. Remoto after 6 months of payment of 3,000 pesos with an interest of 9% compounded monthly will amount to 18,340.89. How about using the formula instead of illustrating or computing each payment manually? Remember that our formula for the future value of annuity is given by F is equal to R times 1 plus J raised to N minus 1 all over J, wherein R is the regular payment, J is the interest rate per period, and N is the number of payments. Next, let us now write down all the given based on our problem. The regular payment of Mrs. Remoto is amounting to 3,000 pesos. Therefore, R is equal to 3,000. N, which is the number of payments according to the problem, is 6 months. Therefore, N is equal to 6. J, which is the interest rate per period, is equal to 0.09 divided by 12 because according to the problem, the fund gives 9% compounded monthly. So since this is 9%, we have at the numerator 0.09, and since it is compounded monthly, at the denominator we have 12. This is equal to 0.0075. Since we now completed the given, we will substitute this on our formula. So we will have F is equal to 3,000 times 1 plus 0.0075 raised to 6 minus 1 all over 0.0075. Using our calculators, what we need to input to arrive to this answer is 1 plus 0.0075, then equal sign, raised to 6, then equal sign again, then minus 1, then equal sign, then divided by 0.0075, equal sign, times 3,000, then finally equal sign. Putting this on our calculators, we will have the final answer to be 18,340.89. Notice that we have arrived at the same answer just like on the illustration we have presented earlier. Let us try another example. In order to save for her high school graduation, Marie decided to save 200 pesos at the end of each month. If the bank pays 0.25% compounded monthly, how much will her money be at the end of 6 years? So once again, we will be using the formula F is equal to R times 1 plus J raised to N minus 1 all over J. Writing down our given, we will have R is equal to 200 since Marie decided to save 200 pesos at the end of each month. The number of payments is represented by N. Since Marie is saving 200 pesos at the end of each month and she was able to save for 6 years, then the number of payments would be 12 times 6, which is equal to 72. Next, the value of J. According to the problem, the bank pays 0.25% compounded monthly, so J will be equal to 0.0025 divided by 12, which is equal to 0.0002083. Since we now have the values of R, N, and J, we can now substitute them to our formula. So we're gonna have F is equal to 200 times 1 plus 0.0002083 raised to 72 minus 1 all over 0.0002083. To input this on our calculators, you need to key in the following: 1 plus 0.0002083, then equal sign, then raised to 72, then another equal sign, then minus 1, equal sign, then divided by 0.00002083, then equal sign, then times 200, then finally equal sign. When you do that, the calculator will show you the answer to be 14,507 pesos. Therefore, Marie will be able to save 14,507 pesos at the end of 6 years. I hope that you have understood the lesson. For the next video, we will be talking about simple annuity in finding the present value. Thank you so much for listening and see you on our next video.